Yo, dímelo mi gente, que lo que hay el tigre. We're back with a brand new video on YouTube. We're back with a brand new vlog. I'm proud. Honestly, I'm proud. Because we've been mad consistent. We've been uploading almost every single day, if not like every other day then. And then at the same time, I don't know if y'all know about Saul Beats. Link down below in the description. But I've been uploading beats on a consistent daily basis. And they're easy to make. Honestly, I like these types of beats. I've been uploading Gunna, like the artist Gunna type beats. So that's what I've been doing. And check out the flow. So we got like a flannel type of jacket. We got on the watch. We got on the gaffer. We got on the do-rag. We got a nice, what's it called? Dang, I forgot the name of this thing. Y'all know, because I know English and Spanish. So it'd be like, dang, like, how you call that? Because I can't remember it in English nor in Spanish. You know what I'm saying? So it's confusing, but that's enough yapping. Hopefully y'all are having a blessed and beautiful morning. Right now it is actually 8:51. It's pretty early for me to be recording a vlog, but I'm just waiting on my mans to hit me up so I can go ahead and just get a haircut and then maybe go in the pool. Who knows? Because it's gonna be hot today. Yesterday was my day off. Today is another day off. So we keeping the work. We push and pee every single day. Prioritizing our priorities. You feel me? P on P. Prioritizing our priorities. We giving life meaning. You know what I'm saying? We have a reason to be alive because God wakes us up on a daily basis. But today, what we're gonna be talking about is people can be tools. As y'all see right here, people can really be tools. All right, you can learn from people. You can use people, you can misuse people, you can abuse people, you can mistreat, you know what I'm saying, misguide people to a certain level, but you can really use people. And I'm not talking about using people in the sense of like, oh, you gotta take advantage. Because a lot of people do take advantage of emotional people, of, you know what I'm saying, highly strong-minded people. People take advantage of all sorts of people. But you gotta use people in the way of learning, you know what I'm saying, like absorbing knowledge. You gotta be a sponge when it comes to learning and absorbing knowledge. You have to be a sponge because that's how you get through life. And not just for that, but in any other scenario or perspective that you may be put upon in life. You want to be able to have knowledge and to be able to get through it like as best as possible, if that makes sense. You feel me? So people can be tools. So the first one is going to be, don't take advantage but learn from others. All right, that's the first bullet point. Let me go ahead and mark it down real quick. You feel me saying? We went ahead and marked it down. Dang, I don't even know, my hand started shaking when I did that. Like I was at a weird angle. But don't take advantage but learn from others. When you're going through life, if you're working but you're not in the position you're really meant to be, or you're in a certain area in life, you're staggered or you're stuck or you're hesitant on a certain moment in life, when people come around, don't push them away. Dang, I like this angle. Dang, this angle made me look good. That's crazy because I got like half the curtain open, then I got a little bit of the light, then I got like this angle, so it hits me just right. Pause, no diddy. But don't take advantage but learn from others. Learn from their mistakes. Learn and absorb what people tell you. Learn to differentiate the meaning behind like what people tell you that is good and the meaning behind what people tell you what is bad. Because then you can really create your own perspective. You can create your own mindset based on the knowledge that you absorb from people. You know, knowledge can be, you know what I'm saying, vocabulary. Knowledge can be through action. Knowledge can be through watching others, you know what I'm saying, partake in certain events in life, in certain moments. You see others, that's knowledge. You're learning and you're growing. If you know how to really grasp that moment, you feel me? Because you can learn by watching people. You learn it because you watch it. You can learn by people speaking to you. That's another form of learning. You can learn by people, you know what I'm saying, acting. That's another form of learning. Or, I don't know, just showing you in some sort of other way that maybe I can't mention at the moment. But there's many ways of learning knowledge. There's many ways of becoming wiser. You know what I'm saying? Partaking in making yourself like a better person on a daily basis. Partaking in making yourself a more wise or more intelligent person on a daily basis, if that makes sense. So don't take advantage but learn from others. Use people in the way that you're learning. Like it's a beneficial relationship. It's a beneficial friendship. It's a beneficial, you know what I'm saying, communication, or it's a beneficial connection. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're talking to someone or you're learning from someone, it's a connection from that person to you or you to that person. You feel me? Dang, I'm already 5 minutes in. That's good. I gotta get me some of these because these, I won't lie, these are $1 at Dollar Tree or Dollar Valley, but they're good. I don't know how I haven't broke them yet, but I like these. I really do. These are my favorite $1. But the second bullet point is gonna be, if they offer, use their resources. And this is another form of learning. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go ahead and beg people like, oh, teach me your ways. You don't have to go ahead and beg to people, I want to learn this, but can you lend me a hand? I want to do this, but I don't know how to start, blah, blah, blah. If people are willing to offer you something or to offer you knowledge, accept it. Because even if in that moment the knowledge isn't really so necessary or you don't really see the purpose behind it, later on you can really see it. And I feel like I've really noticed that. I feel like I've really noticed that in my life recently. Like certain key moments in my day-to-day life are partaking in like reflection of like, dang, like this, okay, like now I recall this happened, so this could happen, or like because of this moment I'm now like over here. You feel what I'm saying? Like everything has like a backstory. Every single action, every single moment leads to something greater than the current version of that moment. You know, because that moment could be one of itself, one of its own, and then it could lead to something even bigger. So there's always more to the opportunities that you present yourself on. There's always more on the moments that you think or that you may see as like, oh, it's not really nothing, it's not really a big deal or whatnot, you know. But you really gotta see it as more. You gotta open your mindset. No diddy. Alright, pause. You gotta open yourself up and absorb as much as possible and be your own filter. Absorb like a sponge and be your own filter. You know what I'm saying? Filter out the negative stuff, or at least filter out the things you already know. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's not like repetition, like, oh, I already know this, like, let me go ahead and learn something else, you know, because you already know that. Or maybe you want to absorb everything, all the knowledge possible, because then you can, with that same amount of knowledge that you already know, and you learn more of the same knowledge, if that makes sense, then you're able to really like refine it. You're really able to define it even more. You feel me? But break time, I'm gonna be back. I gotta cut the clip, so my cool, so let go. Alright, y'all, we back. Break time over. So now the third bullet point is gonna be pay attention to what they're teaching. Oh, let me go ahead and mark it down real quick. So pay attention to what they're teaching. What are they teaching? Seriously, what are they teaching? Are they teaching you a lesson? Because a lot of people, well, it's the reality. A lot of people, they teach us, well, a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of bad people in life, and they teach us a lot of bad lessons, or they put a lot of bad habits on us, or we learn a lot of bad habits. Not they put it on us, but we learn a lot of bad habits from a lot of bad people. You know what I'm saying? Individuals who aren't doing the right thing on a daily basis. So for you to pay attention to what they're teaching is, just like I said earlier, grasping the moment, absorbing like a sponge, filtering out all the unnecessary junk, and then really like defining your own sort of perspective, your own outcome. Because if you see, let's say, por ejemplo, for example, let's say like the majority of people don't enjoy where they work. And I kind of thought of, I've been thinking about this too a lot. Well, not so recent, because I've already kind of mastered it to a certain degree. But a lot of people dislike their jobs. A lot of people dislike where they work. And I was speaking about this like a while back ago with somebody, because they were like, dang, like I ain't trying to be here. I'm trying to run my own business. I understand. You know, of course, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't want to run their own business and be their own boss? You know what I'm saying? Be self-employed. Who wouldn't? So I was telling this certain person, like, you have to be patient with yourself. You're not supposed to have everything on my phone. That's a reminder on my phone, but it's already 9 o'clock. I gotta wait for the man to hit me up because I'm trying to get a haircut. I might go ahead and vlog it too, so I think I'm gonna bring y'all with me. And if it's not in this vlog, then it might be in another one. But I was telling this certain person, you have to be patient with yourself. You're in this moment for a reason. Try to grasp as much knowledge as you can. Even on my days off, sometimes I'm thinking, I'm not making money today, but at least I read a book. At least I connected with God. I read my Bible, drank tea. So I'm winning physically. I drank tea and I did exercise. I'm winning mentally because I read a book and you know what I'm saying, I'm reading the Bible. I won spiritually because I'm speaking to God through prayers and gratitude and reading the Bible. You know, so you have to count all the moments. You have to count all the wins. And you can also count all the losses and see where you mess up. So you can then later on improve it for the day after. You know, because competition is only with yourself. There isn't any other competition but with yourself. You can only compete with the person you were yesterday. So why not try to learn your bad habits, or you know what I'm saying, the things that anchor you down to the depths of the ocean, you know what I'm saying? Or like you really have to learn, you have to analyze yourself. So with me saying pay attention to what they're teaching, is like grasp on all their perspectives and like pause for a moment and realize that everything is working in your favor. And like I was saying too, like with the other person, that they wouldn't want to be at the job. Like, it takes time. You know, you're in the moment for a reason. You're learning. So instead of shifting towards a negative outlook on that job, see it as an opportunity of growth, because you're growing. As much as you may not like growing financially because it's a low amount of income, see it as an opportunity that, okay, you at least have a source of income. And at least you're able to enhance your vocabulary skills while talking with people. You're able to enhance your memory, your mindset when there are times of solitude at work, or when it's slow at work. You know, when it's slow at work for me, I be analyzing in my brain, and I be speaking to myself, because that's how I learn, that's how I grow. Something's scary. But seriously, pay attention to what they're teaching. Not everybody has to teach you a bad habit or something bad or something negative that isn't going to benefit you. But you really can't benefit, because even when they're teaching you something bad, they're at least giving you a free hint that is not what I'm supposed to be doing. If somebody is a bad influence on my life and they're trying to influence me to do something negative or something that isn't beneficial, at least, even though it may not be positive for me to acquire that knowledge, but at least I know more and I know further that this is exactly what I don't need, or this is exactly what I wouldn't want to grow in. You know, you feel me? Now the final bullet, I don't even know how to speak sometimes, bro. It's too early in the morning right now. But be of good use just like that. The last bullet point. Be of good use just like that. Now, let me go ahead and mark them down. We already have 5 minutes with this. So be of good use just like that. And remember, we're speaking about people can be tools. So as much as you learn, as much as you absorb, as much as you just overall, like the word, I guess the word of the video is absorb. As much as you absorb information and knowledge, and you increase your mental intelligence, or your perception of reality, or your perspective on certain outlooks in life or whatnot, you have to be of good use, because you can't just absorb all of that and not really reflect an example. Because you can absorb as much as you can and as much as you'd like to. There's no real limit, at least I don't think, to how much knowledge you can really have. Because a lot of people are smart. A lot of people, they lack knowledge. You know, they lack intelligence. And that's okay. It's just they're not up to the level of other people. But with this knowledge, you can really be an advantage, not only to yourself, but for others. Because, okay, you yourself are teaching yourself many things because you have knowledge, and you can grow infinitely. And at the same time, you can show people a way. You can show them an example. You feel me? So I feel like that's cool. I feel like that's really cool to like think about and to speak about. Like you're on your own path. You're on your own journey. But at the same time, you can be a beacon of light in other people's paths. You feel me? But I think that's gonna be the end of the video. Like, subscribe, comment, share. There is no excuse, bro. I'm gonna get a haircut, like I said. Maybe I'll vlog it in this video or something. Who knows? But I've been enjoying the grind. You know, like I may not be where I'd like to be, but at least I'm closer than I was before. I stay telling people that. Like, I may not be where I'd like to be, but at least I'm not where I was before. And somebody also told me too at work, like I speak in verses. Like everything that I project outwards, you know what I'm saying, is like a verse of positivity or a verse of discipline or a verse of encouragement or something, you know. It's true. I can't lie with that statement. It's true. Anything that I speak, anything that I project, that I reflect outwards, you know, towards somebody or towards life in general, it's just, you know what I'm saying, it's a ray of sunlight. I feel like I really project a ray of sunlight. Even in the darkest of moments, I still have that light. That's because of God. You feel me? I stay connected with Him. I know exactly where I'm going, and you should know too. Because if you can see the wind, you can touch the wind, and you can have the wind. Amen. You feel what I'm saying? But hey, remember, subscribe. The channel's been growing pretty dang slow, but I'm not even focused on that. I'm just focused on making content. You know, like, as slow as the progress may be, which is, you know, like, I would really want it to do better, but it takes time. Because, you know what I'm saying, if I had 1 million subscribers right now, I wouldn't know how to handle it. So in the process, in that journey that I'm on, I have to become the person I'm meant to be in order to process the 1 million subscribers. You feel me? But hey, we out of here, bro.